Your party dashes in from the streets at the entrance of the courtyard of the manor itself. That's when the lightning strikes. The shadows give way for a moment. And at the top of the stairs, you see an ogre magi already completing the arc.
What's up, nerds and nerdettes and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up.
So yeah, this is a little bit different. Reverse things up, you may have noticed, and this was on purpose. I wanted the players to have a chance to talk to you from their perspective at the end of this adventure before I came in and mentioned a few things of my own. So that's why we did the behind the scene after talking to the guys. I know we usually do it the other way around. First thing I just got to say is I am quite impressed with my players. They did a great job. I'm not just spoiling them by saying that either. I mean, a lot of times players can go off rail very easily. And I don't think I needed to do much to keep them on track during this adventure. With the one exception when Ron got bit by a were-rat, failed his saving throw, and contracted lycanthropy. And there was still one more night of the full moon left the following night. So, I enjoyed the opportunity to kind of push in that side quest adventure in order for us to help our friend. And now, because of the helmet of opposite alignment, or I think I called it in the game the helm of moral opposition, I think, or something like that. Donning it on him when he was a were-rat changed his alignment from chaotic evil chaotic good to lawful. No, chaotic evil to lawful good. Very important I get that point right. With the exception of that, they did great following down the clues. That's the only way the adventure really railroads you, but still, there's still options. You're not completely railroaded in the module. But they did a magnificent job of staying on track, even when Kyle got robbed, Ron got turned into a were-rat. It really did. It still all came together. Who was it? Renrick almost died at one point, I think. Well, they all almost die in most of the adventures. But they did a great job. They pulled everything together. Now, from my point of view, from being the DM, one thing I think I really dropped the ball on was the NPCs. Now, going into this huge city adventure, a city where one of our players is from, I did have a massive amount of NPCs, under my control. And setting a lot of them on autopilot wasn't a problem, but there was a few. Like, I really wish I had done more with Ron's brother in the game, not in real life. No, in the game, because that was the whole purpose he came there, was for his birthday. So I could definitely step my game up as a DM with the NPCs and my handling of them. I definitely could have done that better, and I will in the future. Now, the players, as I said in their video last week, the players do have a home now. Now they're all going to be given a chance for a place to live, a place to do business, a place to have homes, and create some NPCs around them in their lives, including maybe get some leadership feats so they can get some henchmen and some loyal lackeys and followers and things like that, along with secondary characters, allowing them to make city-based characters, very specific city-based characters, so when their main characters are off in the next module, then they still have representation in the city, their businesses, their homes, they don't have to worry about. And on days, this is what I was thinking of, on days when all the players can't make it to the main D&D game, maybe there's a chance I can run a smaller city game with the city characters. We'll have to see how that works out. But that's one of the things that I'm definitely thinking of. Now, if you go back to the video at about 12 minutes and 20 seconds, Ryan makes reference to how they think that the adventure is finished. This really bothers me. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, and if so, I do honestly apologize. But you see, in the old days, I didn't have to worry about players knowing the adventure, even if it was a store-bought module, because there was no online back then. There was no PDFs. There was no reviews written anywhere except some of the trade magazines, maybe, which my players never got. But nowadays, I'm living in a world where anyone can just download an adventure at any time and read it. I don't think any of them would have spent money to buy it. But, downloading a free PDF that you grab or reading an in-depth spoiler review of it, that's free to do. Now, I'm not saying that I know for a fact that he or anyone else did jump into this, but I do know in all the years that he has been playing with me, in fact, all the years that any of my players have played with me, I've never once heard one of them at the end of an adventure or the believed end of an adventure say that they think it's over. So this does bother me that Ryan may have looked ahead into a few things. Now, I do make enough changes here and there in the module so that there's going to be surprises, even if a player does. And I'm not saying anyone did, I'm just saying it feels a little sus. But even if a player does download an adventure before you finish running it, or even start it, it doesn't mean that they're going to know anything, or everything. They'll know some things, but not everything. That's why I do make changes. Well, that's not the reason why, but I do make changes, and that does help. I make changes just because I feel like it. I'm the DM. I can make whatever damn changes I want. But now, see, this is a reason why it's good that I do. Because now I'm really worried that Ryan has looked ahead and he knows that this is only the halfway point of the adventure. And he knows that it's going to open up the next adventure with them getting attacked immediately after the party. The party that's being thrown for them for killing off the cult. I really hope I'm wrong on this, because the surprise that I've been building up, specifically going out of my way to build up to make sure that in their minds, their point of view, they damn well know that when we sit down after our Werewolf the Apocalypse run and we sit back down to D&D with our main characters, as far as they know, I have been pushing, saying flat out that we're jumping right into Against the Giants. To spend all this time building this up for the beautiful tension of, guess what? The adventure isn't over. You guys are getting attacked right after the party. You didn't deal with the end boss. That's really powerful. And to have that taken away from my players really bothers me. Not just because of the time I spent building it up, but just for the fact that the module is written that way to give the players a fun surprise. And now, potentially, that's taken away, which lessens the impact of the adventure. It makes it less. So I really hope I'm wrong. See, I don't mind talking about this now, because we're like 6 months ahead of these videos. I am filming this right now in June. We've already started the Werewolf the Apocalypse game last week. Chapter number 2 is this week. It should run 4, maybe 5. So by the time we get back into the D&D stuff, they're going to know what's happening. And this isn't going to reveal anything to them. Besides the fact, with the exception of Ron and sometimes Kyle, my players don't watch my videos. Prove me wrong, one of you guys, by putting a comment down there. But yeah, this is not spoiling anything for my players, because they're not going to see this until it happens. But, damn it. This was supposed to be the big surprise and reveal. Now I'm worried that it's not going to be. Because although they defeated the cult, the real evil, the Mind Flayer, is about to ruin their day and the entire town's rest of days, just to get revenge for these upstarts that have been screwing with his plans. That's what we're walking into when we finally come back to this. I'm going to have to do a big setup. I'm probably going to have to do a double table setup again, because it opens up right after the party with them getting chased down by assassins through back alleys. So I'm going to have to build out, and it probably might not even match the module, because I'm going to have to make it fit the table. That's going to be huge. But that might be my last double table build after that, for this module anyway. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I think I did a good job. Could have done a little bit better, and I'm gonna see to that as I continue on with my DMing, GMing, and storytelling. And my players did a fantastic job. And let's just hope I'm wrong. Let's just hope I'm wrong about the feeling Ryan gave me by making that statement. All right, I hope you enjoyed and have been enjoying and will continue to enjoy our Tales from the Table series. It has become one of my favorite to film and edit. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm your buddy Big John G for Two Gun Pixel presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.